So I do have something to say about the cities. This reminds me of a story that actually Ryan and I experienced together. It was last fall, and him and I and our girlfriends went to a Vikings game, and we were staying in a nice hotel just across the street from the stadium, and we go walking out on game day. We're sitting there waiting for like our Uber or something, or we were going to go get brunch. Doesn't matter. And this guy comes up that was supposedly homeless, and he goes like, hey, could I get some money? Like, I'm trying to get back home to see my mama. And he was like, God, he had to have been in his 50s. And like, I don't know. I'm actually kind of a sucker. I normally give people money, but it just didn't feel right. He got to me last, and I just was like, thinking to myself, I'm like, God damn it. Like, I can't keep just doing this. And I just said, sorry, man. All I got is my card. And he literally looked at me like this. He goes, motherfucking white. Whoa.
I just started screaming.
Freaking out.
Whoa.
Motherfucking white. It's like,
I don't know if you can say that word anymore.
You have to take that word out, beep it. Like, it was
aggressive.
I actually haven't heard that word in a long time. And he starts calling us it and, like, creates a whole scene. And we're all just like this. And he just like goes walking away, and we're just like, he was so nice and polite asking for the money, and he switched like this. And I was like, bro, I went from being like, God, I feel so bad telling this guy, like, no, I don't have any cash on me,
to like almost swinging.
Fuck that guy. I'd imagine that even bigger cities are, dealing with the same thing, but it's like, how do you even fix that? How do you fix that? You can't give money out to people because then you create another problem. It's just like, ultimately, it's just a societal thing.
Where does Minneapolis rank in like the most violent cities?
Yeah.
Dangerous,
honestly,
maybe?
God, I'd have to admit it's probably not even cracking the top 15.
I would imagine not, but it just really
not
has
as
gone
high
to
as you
shit.
think. But
Really? I think it is.
I think like
number one, Detroit,
Baltimore,
St. Louis, which I've actually heard St. Louis is really bad. Memphis, bunch of Milwaukee. That's
Dang,
Have you ever heard about the Kia Boys?
Minneapolis.
Evan's heard about him. He was part of them for. Well, now we don't want to spill the beans. But you guys ever heard about the Kia Boys? So it's basically this group of young men in Milwaukee. They're like
Wisconsin.
I don't even know if I could say young men. They are boys, like young teenagers, and they figured out for some reason how to steal Kias very easily. And they steal these Kias.
I was wondering how they got their name.
Yeah, the Kia Boys. They're the Kia Boys. We're the C Boys. They're the Kia Boys.
Don't get them mixed up.
Don't get it twisted.
Kia, like we're the C Boys because we're the boys of Cormorant. They're the Kia Boys because they steal Kias and drive them recklessly, wreck them, roll them, go like 100 mile an hour
kind of fun.
through like a 25 mile an hour like residential zone. They are so reckless and they have no care in the world. And this YouTuber Tommy G actually did a little segment. He did a video with him.
I'll have to check that out.
He does like these documentaries where he goes to the hood. He's a really I actually fuck with him.
I've seen a few of his other ones.
He's up and coming. He did a video. So he goes to Milwaukee and he does this video with them. They like fucking start ripping these cars.
How did you do a video with them? Aren't they?
So like his
wearing
channel.
masks or?
Yeah, they were wearing masks.
Okay.
They had ski masks on, like the kids.
Yeah.
And you just would have to go check it out. But he does these. He started doing these documentary type of videos, 15-minute videos, where he'll go and be with the Kia Boys who are stealing Kias, or he'll go and hang around like a really big drug dealer and like film drug deals, and everyone's masked up, and like it's like a show you would see
on Vice.
Like Vice.
Yeah, where like, and he does a really good job because it just is very real.
How does he get that shit approved with like a drug dealer?
I don't know. I think you eventually develop a reputation. Like he keeps it real, and ultimately a lot of these people, you've never been on camera. You're into money and making money or whatever. A lot of people want to be like a star.
Fame.
They feel cool, whether their face is masked or whatever. It's just like
I guess I can understand that.
It hits them there. But anyways, he did this video on I believe it was in New York, and the dirt bikes that are running the streets around there. And the guy who was his main form of contact clearly watches our videos because he was wearing a Cboys TV dirt bike shirt.
No way.
Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. The guy that he meets up with and then brings him to go meet with all the other guys that are doing wheelies in the street is wearing a Cboys TV dirt bike shirt.
No
I
shit.
swear to God.
That's so sick.
Bro, I'd been watching his videos for like 2 months, and then that pops. I'm like that's pretty cool, but also, I don't know. Pop it up. I will send you the link, Ryan. You can put it on the screen. Dude was wearing a dirt bike shirt. Whoever that guy is.
Yeah, his name.
I don't know.
That bike star.
Can
I've
we
seen that.
really plug him? Can we plug him? Is he going to get in trouble?
I don't know. He's trying to. I don't
Whatever.
know.
We'll plug
Yeah.
him. Fuck it.
Yeah, nice
That's
guy.
cool.
And he's like, yeah, I had to cop that. He copped the quad one too
Let's
because he
send him
rides
some
both.
more shit. Let's send him some shit after this, just because he was wearing it in that video. And
That's
I don't
so
know.
cool.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
actually
sick.
hit up Tommy G and say, "Yo, love what you're doing."
Oh, also that'd be sick. Yeah, do you guys like watch like on that similar form of content? Like, real media right now is definitely on YouTube. I would say not the news. And Andrew Callahan, like All Gas No Brakes, he actually got like a company bought that whole channel from him and he lost it, so he can't do.
Why did that happen?
Basically, he was like just trying to make it, and they came to him and said, "We'll fund all of this. We'll pay for you and a filmer, maybe 2 filmers, and we'll get you an RV, and we'll pay for your gas." And I think that's about it. You know, like fronted him, I don't know, $20,000 to get going and to film for the year, and then like something I can't
screwed him over in the contract.
Yeah,
It sounds like.
And then he basically had to like give up his All Gas No Brakes channel, which is just a fun name.
That's so mad.
this
Now-
shit happens
A
all the
lot,
time
yeah.
in contracts. If you don't have someone reading your contracts, or if you're not reading them yourself, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Straight
It's
up.
crazy.
So
How many
now
stories
he's-
have you heard of that?
He's like just Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan, and like, dude, he did like a full documentary on O Block, like in Chicago.
Yeah, he did. Dude,
Like-
Tommy G did one as well.
It's
What's
like
O-Block?
So
O Block is like a big community of apartments, and there's like it's like Section 8 housing, you know, like
It's very dangerous.
and it's just dangerous. That's where like Chief Keef came from, and like
Mhm.
it's just dangerous in general. Like there's like this building is like against this building. It's not quite like that, but like, dude, people like they're shooting all over, and he like went, and then he took them to a Cubs baseball game and all that. Like he just does the media. He covers
pretty
the stuff
cool.
that like no one's covering. Like going in there with like legit gang members.
Wow.
It's a little
It-
bit ingenious. Like,
It's-
it's not only going and documenting, but then taking them to like a normal
Yeah.
societal event. That's
But-
some shit we do.
Like he just goes to like all the rallies and protests, and he never says anything bad about anyone, about any side, about any certain this or that, but he just ends up clowning like basically everyone he interviews. Like it's not his main goal, but it's like it's very funny.
I feel like you could do that, Mike.
I would love it. But I'm not outgoing enough. Like I feel outgoing, but like I'm not quick and witty and
he's
like no, I guess you're right.
He
He's-
doesn't really come
he's
off
pretty
as
quiet,
like
but-
an outgoing.
Yeah, I just love
character,
it. It's
but-
very entertaining content.
I have a lot of respect for people that are able to go into situations that are gonna be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, and especially for like the cameraman too. You know,
Dude,
it's
you
like
gotta
kind
be
of one of those
fucking-
one of
totally.
those behind the scenes things that do not get the respect that they deserve
No.
because
It's so awkward when they look at
It's-
you and they're like,
it's
"You're
very-
fucking filming me."
Yeah, you're the
This
one
guy
I have the
making
problem
They
with.
normally have a problem with the camera guy, and you got to sit there and hold that shit on them. And
Yeah.
like, if anyone's getting punched first, it's the
Camera
cameraman.
guy for sure.
They'll either whack the camera or hit the cameraman.
a lot of times for YouTubers that just are like a single YouTuber with a cameraman, like Danny Duncan's a great example of it. He's probably the biggest example of it. They go around, and if anyone presses the cameraman, they get
cover
pissed
'em.
and they cover him and like, do not touch the cameraman or my camera.
It's your duty as, and I don't even know who we're really speaking to, but if you're a YouTuber and you are hiring a cameraman and you're doing these situational videos where the cameraman is in a opportunity to get hit, it is your duty to make sure they don't. Like
It's
I
kind of like
remember
protecting
when,
a goalie.
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
when
exactly. Yeah.
Logan Paul was with
that's
Jake
right.
Paul, and Jake was hanging around this shady character at the time, and the guy went after Logan Paul's cameraman, and Logan Paul grabbed the fucking dude and slammed him to the ground. I've seen that happen. I've seen so many people like just defend their camera guys, and because they respect them, because without them, it's not.
I love that.
It's also a very selfless duty.
It's a selfless duty. You get no fame, and you're in the line of fire.
And it's like easy to, you can do 100 things right and one wrong. You know, like 100
100%.
things right. Delete the one clip you shouldn't have. Like bounced the. You know,
You fumbled the shot. Yeah.
But I love
it's on
that.
you.
I love. It's also. It's just like I love how you said protect the goalie. It's just like the goalie in a sense. You can do 100 things right, block 100 shots, but if you miss the 3,
the
man,
one that matters.
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Unless you're a cameraman around here, then you get attacked because you're probably also the one playing the prank. Like when Ken threw that thing at you. No,
Right,
you were
yeah.
a bystander. No, you were a cameraman.
Nah, I will admit I slightly. I mean, it was kind of my instigation, but
It's different for our situation because
We're all friends.
right.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying. If you're putting someone in the line of fire.
You want to know something I haven't been able to appreciate as much just lately, and maybe it might be just due to my coming of age.
Soccer.
No, it's when people go out and they make videos potentially riling up someone just minding their own business. Let's say they go to Target and this guy is shopping and they're secretly filming them, and they very clearly instigate them to get mad, and then they make this video on him, but it's like this guy's really witty and he's quick with the comebacks, and it's very obvious that he's joking and the other guy doesn't. And they basically make the other person look bad on video, and it's very easily for me to like watch it and see and be like, they totally just did that guy dirty. They set him up. And I mean, we've maybe done it a couple times too. I think it's considered punching down in the industry. It's like when the joke's not on you, you kind of are punching down and whatever. But I've had a hard time appreciating that lately.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna
saying.
I'm not gonna say YouTubers' names that do that, but there's so many that have made such a large career off of it. It's like I think maybe I don't appreciate it as much because they're like, I know how these people are living. I'm like, wow, dude, like you're a fucking millionaire and you go around to Walmart and pick on these like people that are just trying to get by. And then you set them up, and then you make it big off of it, and it's just like I don't know. And
then you
I
also have
used
the
to,
option to cut.
you can edit it and make them look bad, make you look good, and that used to be my favorite type of content.
Right.
But now I have grown out of it because I don't know. I just have a different look on it. I don't appreciate it as much.
I think there's like two truths to that, like both sides. How you said it is considered punching down in the industry because it is, and then there's also the side of it's all subjective. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it is funny. And like how you said, we've maybe done it a few times because sometimes it happens when we're like out and about.
Right.
Maybe especially
It's
when
different
we're like
when you're
mic'd
looking
up.
for it or
Right.
if you're out and
But
they
creating
come in.
a whole career off of it, completely different. It's because then it's like they're up, they're way up, like they're making
Yeah.
money, and they're just always like, yep,
Always
another
at someone
video
else's
of
detriment.
punching down. Yeah.
Like it's different if I'm making fun of you because it's kind of like, we're in this together kind of
Yeah,
thing, but it's
totally.
like not really that cool if you're like
clowning random people.
basically just taking. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very grown up thing of you to say, but I mean, it's 100%
It's
legit.
something I've recently realized because there's just people that I've watched for a long time that I have a hard time watching.
And it definitely is changing. People watching on YouTube, it's shifting towards I like how you did this prank on people. No one got hurt. No one got upset.
Yeah.
No one, whatever.
To be clear, you mentioned Danny Duncan. I'm not even talking about Danny Duncan. There's just so many other people that do that type of content. Danny Duncan is probably my favorite YouTuber still.
I think it's probably one of the easiest types of content to make.
It's not though, but it
If you
just
have
takes a
balls.
certain type of person. You have to have
Right.
balls.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, if you go up to 25 people,
Yeah,
Odds are.
in
You
reality.
got the balls to do it.
odds are that you're gonna find one person that's gonna give you such a good reaction, you're gonna go viral
I
off
know.
of it. So it's like it's just kind of a numbers game.